Hi, welcome to Lauralign. Today we're going to continue working on the breath technique that we have been working on the last few practices. And we're also going to be doing some balancing standing poses today. Go ahead and get in something cozy and meet me on your mat. Hello and welcome back to the channel and my personal yoga practice. Go ahead and get settled in right away. Of course, Goo starts playing with a toy right now. Go ahead and get settled in right away. Drink your water, do your head massage, your eye circles. Pet your cat. Come here, bud. Go, bud. Is this what you wanted? You want to play with this? Get it. He never plays. He's so cute when he wants to play. All right. So go ahead and get settled in. Just in your own time. I know. Do a little temple massage, jaw massage. When's the last time you rubbed your ears, you know? These sensations can feel interesting, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on my back. You can remain seated if you like. Just want to take a few minutes here for time to myself. We can start to focus on the breath as we have done in the past two practices. Right away, you can take a few very deep breaths. Don't even worry about the length of the inhale and the exhale, just deepest breaths you've taken all day. Make some noise with it, sigh a little bit, smile a little bit. And whenever you're ready, you can start counting the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. You want to make it an even number. So for instance, you can start with a 4-count inhale, and then you want to extend your exhale, so you'll start with a 6-count exhale. And as you get used to that, you can add a total of 2 to the exhale. So keep the inhale the way it is. In fact, you even want to maybe shorten the inhale. And if you already know what you're doing, go ahead and do it. This is just for any others who need a little reminder or didn't watch the other videos, or have never done this technique before. As you get used to the difference of 2, a 2-count, then you can add 4. So stick with 4 and then go for 8. And stick with 4 and then go for 10. So basically you're just adding more each time. So, well, technically you're going to add 2 every time. So hopefully that makes sense. Words are hard sometimes. Just focus on your breathing and do your little head massage. And when you're ready, we're going to meet in cat-cow, but take your time getting there. Remember, you want to extend the exhale so that all of the breath is out of your lungs, and that will naturally make your inhale very full. Relax the skin of your face, especially the skin around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Little cat-cow playtime here. We're going to focus much more on standing poses today than we usually do, and we're going to take this breath with us. So cat-cow when you're ready. I'm ready now. You can always match up the movement with the breath. So on your inhale, you're gonna cow, and on your exhale, you're gonna cat. But if you're anything like me with your long exhale, I don't know that I can stay comfortably in cat for that long, but play around. You can always go back to like a child's pose variation, baby cobra. Some organic movement is always nice to find some tension and hopefully release it. So, as always, feel free to play around. With such a slow breath, don't be afraid to slow it down. In fact, do slow it down, even more so than usual. Almost move like you're in a dream or something, like you're super sleepy. I'm gonna do a little hovering cat to awaken my core. You can feel free to skip this. From here, we're gonna move in a down dog. My right shoulder is still giving me some issues here. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk my hands back for a forward facing fold. You can remain in down dog for as long as you like. Otherwise, feel free to join me in forward fold with super bent knees. And press into your heels here and really let all the weight go. Roll it up in your own time to standing mountain pose, Tadasana. You can stay here at the back of your mat or wherever, it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna scoot up a little bit because I actually have a plastic chair mat underneath most of my yoga mat, which I don't believe I've ever mentioned before in this practice series, but it can be easier to find balance if you have a flat surface rather than doing it on carpet. So that's why I stuck that under there for my standing poses. I actually did yoga in my kitchen for a while, so if you have nowhere else to go, just do it in your kitchen. Most kitchens have floors, I would imagine, not carpets. Now, it can be tempting to not be as aware of your body whenever you're in a standing pose like Tadasana. You're like, I know how to stand, right? But you really want to feel a lifting up of the front body and a grounding down of the back body. So there should be this sweet balance taking place here. And you're going to use your core to aid you. It's super solid in here, which is assisting my back in holding myself up. Pressing into all four corners of your feet, lifting your toes to really feel that action happen. You can always stick a block between the legs, which can help you find those sensations. It should almost feel like a lifting of the knees and activating the quads. Palms facing forward here can help your arms feel like they're in a better place. That's just due to the twisting of how these bones work. Hi, Gooba. Gooba. Go, buddy. We're actually going to work a bit on tree pose today. Or modified tree pose. So you can stay where you are. I'm just going to turn so you guys can see me a little better here. And if you've got the block between your legs, you can go ahead and let it go. Feet can come a little bit closer together. So maybe an inch or two between. And you're going to find that foundation again, lifting up through the toes as needed. We're just going to kind of find a lift. So your left foot, lift it, bend that knee, keep that foot flexed. Lift, set it down. Other side. You can put your toes on the ground if you need to. That can really help with balance. Lift, put it down. So for me, since I have been struggling with an upper cervical misalignment pretty much my whole life, I didn't realize that I was leaning to the left for so long. So I used to be able to do a lot of standing poses a lot, quote, better than I can do them now. Now I'm basically having to find my balance again. So it's been quite the journey. I know this might seem super simple and super slow, but it can really do a lot. I'm gonna stop talking and let us focus on this breath that we got going on here. I need to find mine again. When it comes to these one-legged poses, you can certainly put a micro bend in the standing leg, and that can really help find the balance there. Can kind of play here. I said I was going to stop talking, but I can't. You can play with tree here if you like. I'm just going to go back and forth with this. Almost like a stork pose. Those were my glasses, Goo. That was rude. Play with lifting your hip flexor a little higher. So like I noticed some like drooping in this left hip flexor, which causes me to put my weight on the right hip. So there is a sweet balance that you can find. You can always use your namaste hands for balance, or even get beside a desk or a wall if you're afraid that you might fall. No shame. Hold on if you need to. You should be lifting and releasing your leg slowly and with control. So if you're kind of like, ugh, then take a step back a little bit. Almost imagine like you're a ninja, like, ah, or like what? Maybe that's not even a ninja move. I don't know. A focal point out in the distance, a drishti, might very well come in handy. Something else to just take your mind off of what's going on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try a tree. Just be careful. Find your foundation. I did it. I really didn't know if I could. releasing slowly. And one on the other side before we wind it down here. Whoa. Okay. Wow. So, that was fun. You can come back through a down dog, forward fold. Basically, just make your way to the ground however you like. All fours, however. And just take a little rest here in extended, wide-legged child's pose. Couple breaths here. If you've also got an eyelash or something in your eye that's been killing you this whole practice, work on that. If wide-legged is not your jam, go for a more traditional balasana. Just find your breath here. Stay here if you need a little bit more time. Otherwise, we're going to come through for a quick boat pose before we do some twisting and shavasana. So you can always do this one modified or supported. Just lift the toes, dig into the heels, press into the sit bones and kind of lean back. You can wrap your or press your palms into the back of your thighs to assist, or you can be a crazy person like me. So in your own time, I'm going to take a couple breaths in a boat pose. Join me there if you like. Okay. Stretch the legs out long if it feels good. One day I'll touch my toes here. Without bending my knees, I mean. can come to a comfortable seat of your choice. We're just gonna, actually no, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna leave one leg out long, bend one knee, and kind of pull it all the way towards your chest, feet pulled in close to the bum. You can wrap, so we're doing our left leg in, right leg out. Wrap that left arm around left leg, and just hold there for a minute if it feels good, or you can switch and twist to the left. So wrap that right arm around the left leg, and left arm comes behind you to brace. Make sure right leg is still active. Foot flexed, toes facing up. Still holding on to that nice elongated breath. So as you breathe in, sit a little bit higher, and as you breathe out, twist a little bit more, relaxing into it. On an exhale, come to center. Left arm comes back around left knee, and you can switch legs. So left leg goes out long, right knee comes into the chest. Right arm wraps around right knee. Breathe here for a moment. And when you're ready, left arm is going to wrap around right knee, and right arm comes back to brace you. Gently twist. Oh, this feels awesome in that right shoulder. That's what I needed right there. That's crazy. On an exhale, coming to center. And you can rock it on back. Knees will come to the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug and rock back and forth a little bit here as you wish. Feet can stay flexed here. Can always do a little happy baby like we've been doing here lately. Grabbing the outer edges of the feet, bending the knees. Super good for the hips. Can play with flexing the pelvis a little bit. And ultimately we're going to end up twisting, so we'll just do some baby twisting here today. Hips to the right, knees stacked to the left. You can put your feet in line with your hips. Not your hips, I'm sorry. Feet in line with the knees, which will kind of allow the weight of them to hold you down more on that side. Shoulders remain on the ground. When you're ready, hips to the left, knees to the right. desire, you may let that breath go, your pranayama breath practice. A couple deep breaths here as you settle into Shavasana. Find a little stillness as you will. As we let the nutrients of our practice sink into the body, I want to go ahead and give thanks to you for joining me on this journey. I hope you give thanks to yourself for taking the time for yourself. Stay here for the next few minutes as per usual. And make sure you drink some water. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.